Do you know what delicious task I am taking on today? I am doing references for a paper. Yay! Oh my god. I don't have the software to do this, but there's always like, well, this journal uses this like weird format and I don't want to like code the format in the app. It's like, oh my god, Jesus. But anyways, I think I'm sort of like halfway through. Spent the entire morning doing this. Yay. Anyway, so as promised, we are going to look at a figure for this paper. So this was something that the reviewers asked me to do. To basically, if I could illustrate what sort of like the theory section, the contribution discussion, and so on and so forth. So ideally what I want to do is, and I discussed this in a previous video, is you want to have a figure in the theory section and a figure in the discussion section, and basically the contribution of your paper is the difference between both. Okay, so that's what we are going to do. I was going to try and connect my iPad to the stream, but I can do it I could do it, but the quality of the stream on Wi-Fi is really low, so I'm not going to do that. So we're just going to think through, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to draw this. Okay, so obviously, because I like figures very much, I'm going to move I'm using multiple screens because of the references. So because I like figures very much, I've already done something of a figure in a previous version of the paper. So this is the version I'm working on. As you see, no figure, okay? And this is the previous version where I did have a figure that they didn't like. Okay, good. So what do we have for a figure? Okay, so what we have for a figure is, if we go to the text here, okay, what I have to what I have here is something that I call the self-development leadership cycle. Okay, so I think this needs to be the core of a figure, right? So it would be something. I'm going to grab a scalpel and to see if we can pull something out. So let's grab scalpel. And Scalpel is it's this nice little software. Anyway, it's this nice little software which is actually Scalpel open recent. Okay. Scalpel is a nice little software that you can use to freeform sort of draw flowcharts, and this is actually for the theory section of this paper. Okay, but I'll just do a new file, and basically we have this cycle. Okay, and so in this cycle we have choosing a sequence of tasks. Okay, then where are we? Here. So choosing a sequence of tasks. I'm going to choose a new sequence of tasks because this is a cycle, so I need to be mindful of that. And then I'm going to put managing task performance to build skills. Okay. Oops. Okay. Managing task performance build skills. I'm just going to copy it here just so that we have the same font. These small details are important. Okay, and then framing work accomplished as evidence of skill development. Okay. Good. So, oops. I think it's here. Yeah. Okay. So this is the cycle, right? So I'll do from here to here, oops, here to here, and connect with arrow. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So we have the cycle. This is our discussion section. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is, because I know what's in the discussion of the paper, I'm actually going to move this around so that, okay. And in the design, I want to make sure that I know this is not you don't come here for design tips, but I'm just going to number these to make sure that they're easy to understand, that the sequence is easy to understand, and then I'll do sort of like a left to right sequence. I could do something like this. Yeah, looks good, no? Okay. And do 3. Okay. And basically then the outcomes here is improve, I'm going to do the same font here, improve performance. Okay, these are the outcomes. Oops. Okay, improve retention. Okay, I'm not going to do arrows, so the obvious arrows will be from here to here. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to change the format here, not style. Border, I'm going to put target. No, doesn't look good, does it? Format, border, rounded, square. Okay, square. Okay, good. So these are the outcomes. Now I'm not going to connect. I mean, ideally you'll be doing this to performance and this to retention. But I know my discussion section is a little bit more complicated than this. But here's the this is the cycle, right? So this is the cycle. These are the outcomes. Okay, so we're good. So now what I want to do now is I want to decide whether I need to zoom in, so add more detail to what is already on the cycle here. Okay, so here, so choosing tasks. Okay, so here I don't this, but I can do here task performance to improve core work skills and ancillary development skills. So I'm actually going to put here. Oops, sorry about that. Core skills. Okay, and ancillary skills. Okay, gotcha. Are we cool? Yes, we are cool. Good. So notice that here I have arrows to indicate that there's a flow, there's a cycle. Here I have sort of like dashed lines to basically to say, okay, these are dimensions of managing task performance. Okay, I'm actually going, because it's improved skills, just for parallel construction, really important. Improve core skills, and I'll improve improve ancillary skills. I'm doing this for you guys. I mean, normally I'll be doing this in Word, but also the good thing about Scalpel is that it's completely free form. I really like it much more than, for example, mind mapping. Just because in mind mapping you're forced into this sort of like center, sort of like network structure, and here it is like completely free form. Obviously you can do like a traditional mind map, but you can do whatever else you want. So this I'm going to keep. Okay. Okay, good. Now, so I'm happy with this. Remember, here we think, what is a figure for? Okay, what is a figure for? And a figure does two things. Okay, and one is it gives you an idea of the whole argument of your discussion or the paper, right? So you're basically taking the helicopter view, and when you're taking the helicopter view, you are losing detail. Okay, there's no way you're going to get more detail by flying higher. You're losing detail, but you're seeing more, right? Now the question there is, how high do you go, right? How high do you go? Because here, okay, this is my MISQ piece. Okay, so let's put this here and put this here. Okay, so this is my MISQ piece. Okay, the figures in the discussion section, my first MISQ piece. Okay, and so what you see here is that there's a lot more detail here, okay, than here. And you could argue there is too much detail in this figure, okay? There's just too much stuff going on. Why is there too much stuff going on? Or why is it at this level of detail here? Very simple. The answer is very simple. The answer is this, is that in the theory section, I specify the process of impression management like so, okay, right? So what I'll do is I'll just do a screen grab of this so that we can have it on screen. Okay, oh no, we'll put it here. Oops, I didn't mean to put it there, but now that it's there, we can just, okay. So guess what, you can import figures for Scalpel. Okay, so we have it here. Okay, now let's look at these figures here. Okay, so as you see, basically each of these branches, so this one here, okay, with this three things, so this one here is a variation of this, and this one here is also a variation of this. So I need to go into this level of detail so that people recognize this figure in each of these branches, so that they're seeing that there are two flows of impression management that are connected, one for the manager and one for the employee. Okay, so here the helicopter it's still a little bit low to the ground. It's dangerous because it's more difficult to understand, but it allows me to try to get that aha moment where I see, oh, okay, I see, so these are two impression management flows. Okay, got it? So so that's it, right? So basically a figure works for two things. One is to give a broad overview of the paper, right? So this is what this figure is doing. This figure is basically giving a broad overview of the paper, this as well, but this is just more zoomed in than this one. So take this one out, okay? The second function of a figure is to specify your theoretical contribution. And to do that, you need some sort of link between the figure that you have in the discussion and the figure that you have in the theory section. Okay, so that's why this is in more detail. In this case, I do think I'll need to add some things because none of this is in the. So let's get this out of the way. None of this is in the theory section. So I may need to add stuff here. Okay, but for now, this is it. Okay, good. Now, what we need to do next is to see how we can link this process. It looks better like this. How we can link this process to these outcomes. Okay, how can we link this process to these outcomes? So let's see. So here, basically what the link that is there is that there are both of this help performance and retention. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to I'm just going to connect for now. I'm just going to connect this with connect with arrow. That's also from point. Okay, and I'm going to connect with arrow. There we go. And also here I connect with arrow, and here I connect with arrow. Okay, so by doing this, now let's try to make this a little bit prettier. Okay, I do like my figures to be as symmetrical as possible, and here we'll connect with this. Okay, good. Okay, and now we have the boundary conditions. So this is okay. So oops, I closed the project. Okay, so and then I have boundary conditions. So boundary conditions, I'm not going to be putting an arrow, right? And there are two ways of doing these boundary conditions. Okay. What I would like to do is I'll just put like but basically two ways. I can just put a box around here, so I can do this. So I'll do both and see how it feels. So new background shape around selection. Okay. And so I can put here people okay, so this is one way, right? I have this a frame, but I don't really like it, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put interpret volunteer work as serious leisure, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a line from here to here. Okay, I'm going to connect with a line, but I'm going to format where is this? Okay. Border? No border. No, what I wanted is, but I cannot do it. But what I'm going to do, like in Word, is I'll just put this in bold. Okay. Volunteers. Yep. Yep. Actually, what I can do, what I can do is I can like move this down here, and then okay, I can move this down here. And what I'll do is in the theory section, so okay, interpret, and the theory section will be the top, okay, where there's a trade-off between performance and retention. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go to the theory section, Scrivener. And actually, I can look at my previous figure, right? And I can do here. Yep. Well, I think it looks nicer if this is symmetrical, so if I have performance, and here what we have is rely on okay, this I don't know, expect performance. Okay. I can put here I'm going to do refrain, so let's do refrain from managing task performance. So here if I could get like a cycle, that'll be good. So here I'll go improve volunteer. So here I do think I need to make a little bit of a cycle, and I may even like want to do a slight change to the theory section to make it this way. Improve volunteer satisfaction. This leads to refrain from managing task performance. Okay. What would be a third thing? Let's see. I also have a video on how to use numbers to like paint yourself into a corner, so that you're forced to like think through the paper. And now I'm doing this, so I have the I have the 1 here, the 2 here, and I need a 3. Okay. And I need a 3. What would be the 3? Let's see. Okay. The good thing about Scapel is like you can really use this to make it symmetrical, because so so I'll just do this. Symmetrical just looks better, I think. Just do this. Okay. Yes. No, actually. Yep. On this. Yep. This looks like the one below. Okay. We'll just move this a little bit. Yep. That's fine. I'm going to move this here. Move this here. Okay. Okay, so what could be the third thing? Let's see. Go to your section. Okay, nothing here. Okay, so it has to be here. So here there's a trade-off. Enforcing performance. Yeah. So the third thing is a difficult one. Okay, so let's see here. Trade-off between performance and retention. Rules in the relation. Okay, let's put the psychological contract here. So I'll say, right, uphold psychological contract. What is this? Okay. Okay, so we have this cycle here. And actually I need to put it here because this is going to go here. Okay, and this is going to go here. I'm going to, I don't know if this is correct, but I'm going to put a link here as well. Just open this up a little bit. Okay. So, now we have a figure, a base figure, and the question is, are we happy with this? I'll say probably not, and I'll tell you why probably not. Because of this. This is here as well. Right? So I could connect this to this, but I'm not sure about that. Okay, but we have the first draft of a figure. This would be in the theory section. This is in the discussion section, where I'll mimic this one as well to argue that these are two specifications depending on the boundary condition. And now I think I should clean it up. So what I'll do is next week when we have a live writing on Tuesday, I'll explain you what I did to clean this up and what was the final figure that I arrived at. I don't want to keep everybody here for much longer, but hopefully this was insightful, especially our discussion about what figures are for. So again, therefore, to make an overview, a summary of the text, but also to establish a very clear link and make a very clear distinction between the theory section and the discussion section. So I hope that was useful for everybody, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.